We need a smile out of you in the back there. Come on, man. You can smile. It's okay.
Yes, sir!
Let's go!
Rob, can you give
There it is.
an honest answer for when
Have I ever not given you an honest answer?
Jaden hit that third down pass there
Third and 16?
Yeah. What was your reaction there in the press box on that?
I just couldn't believe it. He got behind him on 3rd and 16, and just to his credit, Jaden, that he saw it. You know, he stayed on it. That's his first read actually in that progression, and so he stayed on it. And it's been a progress of talking about. Look, we have two of the best in the country, deep ball guys that can track down deep balls. With him and Frank, and you can see he's starting to trust that a lot more the last 2 games. He's just letting it fly. Even if they're on this side of him, he'll put it on the other side of the DB and let him track the ball down. So that was just a great play.
It seemed like every time Jaden rolled out of the pocket, good things were happening.
Yes, you know, and that's what we wanted to do. We knew that, last year's game, they brought a lot of inside pressure, and they're just tough. They're strong and up front, man. And we wanted to get outside and make them run. That also makes the big guys, big defensive tackles, run a little bit. And we just felt like we could get the edge on them. And you know, we have good athletes, man. We have some really good athletes, and let them get in space as well.
Mm-hmm. You've been doing this a long time. Does it still amaze you how one game can change perception?
It's unbelievable. You know, I talk to the kids. God doesn't judge on appearance, man. And thank goodness, because, I watched them come out of the tunnel. You talk about appearance. Those guys look really good. USC looks really good. And some of the teams we play based on appearance, we wouldn't have a shot. But, I talked to them about what's in a man's heart, man. If you can get 11 guys or a whole team of guys, all with a common purpose and a common goal, and just love each other, and everybody's going in the same direction, you can accomplish anything.
Looks like the offensive line run blocking, pass blocking was playing at a different level compared to the last few weeks.
Yeah, the guys were excited to play. We talked about all week that last year we kind of felt like offensively we laid a little egg up there last year. And we had a lot, and man, let me tell you, we weren't on the right path tonight with I don't know how many offsides we got, which was very disheartening. Mm-hmm. We talked about cleaning that up, which we didn't, which we got to get that fixed. But, they kind of felt that way. And actually, in the summer, I gave them one homework assignment, and that was to watch the Oregon game of last year, write down everything that we did wrong and what was the reason, and that's been on their mind all season.
Is it difficult when you're up multiple scores in the fourth quarter and you're trying to bleed clock, but also know you might need some first downs?
It's very tough. Yeah, so you're going back and forth, and I thought maybe some bootlegs, and they kind of got tired of us running bootlegs, I guess, there at the end, and got us on a sack. But, you knew they were going to put everybody in the box, and you just felt like maybe trying to get outside. And then, you know what? It kind of worked to our favor, because it kind of took the handcuffs off a little bit and said, you know what, we just got to chunk this thing deep, and we got in a 3rd and 16 situation, and that actually helped to win the game.
You were able to get the faster start going, and
yes.
Not get behind.
Yes.
Do you think some things you did helped to make that happen?
Yeah, the first drive was very disappointing because we had that set up all week, and we still got to solve the first drive things. We come out, I guess it's nerves, I don't know, but Jaden settles down after that, and everybody seems to settle down after that. We've got some young guys, and we worked on that all week. And Coach Herm did a phenomenal job of emphasizing that to the kids. Every time he got in front of the team, all he talked about was fast start. Can't let them go down and score, and we got to put points on the board early. And they did that.
We've seen Jaden do a lot of great things this year, but tonight seemed different. It seemed like he even raised his game a little bit.
Yeah, I think, whenever you always see this with great players, and he probably won't say that in the deal in there, but when you're pitted against a senior great quarterback that has a lot of accolades, and he's going to have a tremendous career, and he's a great quarterback, you kind of okay, what about me type thing, and so I think he kind of took that and rose to the occasion.
What else can you say about Frank Darby? Last 4 games, including tonight, 7 touchdowns.
Unbelievable. He's the best deep ball guy I've ever coached in 30 years. It's amazing how he can track a deep ball down.
What's the difference for him right now?
It's confidence in that that Jaden early kind of would see that he wasn't quite open, and Jaden, when he started out, as you guys saw his progression, he would wait till guys got open. Now he's throwing, excuse me again, sorry. He's throwing guys open. So he's trusting it and letting it go. As you saw that on the double move, the safety was way over the top. Let's go. The safety was way over the top, and he just let it fly with enough air that he understands Frank can go up there and get it.
A lot of teams would get dismayed, things maybe unravel a little bit. You guys have fought back from big deficits in some of these games, and now this. Like, what do you make of that with this team?
Well, it's tough. It's frustrating. However, all of those times, those 15 games or so that we have had since I've been here that go down to the last drive, helps us in that situation tonight because we've been there, man. We've been there so many times. And to the kids' credit, man, they finished and we got that first. That's probably all the plays, and we talk about the touchdowns. The most satisfying thing for an offensive coordinator is when you've got the ball in your hand and the team expects you to run the clock out, and we ran the clock out. Man, that's everything to me.
You said you knew you could. You got the deep threats. Were
Yes.
you curious if you could protect long enough to give Jake?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, and so we did some things, and that's why, we didn't do a whole lot of drop back. We picked our shots. It was a great game plan by all the assistant coaches, and great job during the game, too, with suggestions and all of that.
After everything that's kind of happened the last 4 games, how gratifying was it to come down and hug your players and coaches of
Oh, man,
we did this?
yes, because we've been hugging them on the other side, consoling them, and hey, man, just stay with it. And what a great lesson for young kids, man, because in the world that we live in today, everybody wants instant satisfaction, and we haven't gotten that instant satisfaction this year. But man, through 4 games, they persevered. They came out and practiced. They practiced really hard, and it just goes to show them, and it teaches them, man, if you just hold on to the rope and don't let go, good things can happen to you.
When you got the 2 interceptions, how did you feel like what happened? You got points off those. How did you feel just about how?
Yeah, they're really good in the red zone. I didn't realize that until Chris Fowler and Kirk Herbstreit told me, and I was like, thanks, guys. Appreciate you putting that in my mind right before the game started. But, yeah, they're amazing in the red zone defense. They keep you and they kept us out of the end zone when we got in the red zone. And they did a really good job. So, man, the defense, it was finally a great team effort that we put together, and we all came together and won the game.
How much does getting bowl eligibility, especially winning in this way?
Yeah, I didn't even think about that until I was in the celebrating and all that, and I turned around and went, oh, we're bowl eligible. Let's go, man. So, I'm just excited about that. And then, being able to go into the Arizona game without that little thought in the back of your mind, all that, that definitely makes things a little bit better going into the Arizona game. Absolutely.
How much do you think that the week that Jaden watched Joey play and he just unloaded deep balls has unlocked the last 2?
Yeah, absolutely. And I talked about that in the room the other day, is that, when you have an opportunity to sit on the sideline and watch another player play, Jaden has never really experienced that in his whole career. And he got a chance to see Joey not just let it fly, and he saw the guys catch up to it, and I think that was a good question. I think he learned from it.
The Darby double move touchdown, was
Yes.
that a 2-man route? Or
No, it was a one and done, man.
one and done?
Thank you, Jesus.
What was the problem with the false starts? Do you know? It was different guys.
Yeah, it was different guys. It was. I think Jaden got a little nervous at the beginning, and his snap count was a little off. He did something with the snap count, but we got that fixed, and then guys were, when you know that you have a speed rusher on your outside, tackles have a tendency, man, I got to lean, I'm trying to time the snap count up. And so when it doesn't happen exactly like you think, so I got to get to the bottom of the other ones. I know about 2 of them, but I got to talk to the kids about the other ones. But that's totally unacceptable. We got to fix that.
When you gave the homework assignment over the summer,
Yeah.
did they actually do that? Did they
Yes,
actually
they all texted me and told me why they thought we lost, what did we do wrong. I got it from the whole team, and it was outstanding. And I did that for a purpose, because I didn't know, but I figured this is going to be an important game sometime around here, and we'll get a chance to play to get into the championship game again. I wanted them to think about that and have some thoughts about that as they went to start camp.
Was Frank especially animated about that, about the homework assignment? Was he?
I'll have to look back, I can't remember everybody's response, but it was pretty much, everybody said that we didn't practice very good that week, and felt like, and then this week we had 3 great practices this week. So, and I talked about that this morning to the guys before we got on the bus, man. There's no excuses. We went up there, we laid an egg, but there's all these excuses. We don't have them anymore, so it's going to be all on us.
Did anyone on the coaching staff or were the players talking at all about what happened with wrestling last night, and just in terms of a motivational?
With what?
With
Yes, that was awesome. I haven't heard anybody talk about it, but I was following everybody on Twitter. That's absolutely amazing, man. Kudos to those guys. Proud of them. That's really cool.